What up, guys? In today's video, we're gonna talk about reverse dieting. So, we're gonna talk about what reverse dieting basically is. Is it just a myth? Is it real? Should you do it? So, let's start. So, reverse dieting is a very popular subject. It's basically the same thing as when you're dieting down. So, you start your diet on maybe 2500 calories, you lose weight 2 to 3 weeks, then you plateau so you don't lose any more fat. Now you drop your calories by about 200 and you start losing fat again. Okay, you continue your diet, you plateau again, you drop 200 calories again, you plateau, drop calories, plateau, drop calories. So you're systematically decreasing calories when you plateau. Now, reverse diet is the same thing, but you're doing it in reverse. So you systematically bring back up the calories by basically the same amount, right? So I think reverse dieting is an effective tactic. Now, there's a very should you do it all the time when you're on a cut? There are basically a few instances I recommend doing it. The first one is if you really want to diet to a very low body fat, you plateau and you reach a very low calorie intake and you can't lower it anymore. So then it's a very good alternative to just reverse diet, and along the reverse diet you're still gonna lose fat because you're still in a calorie deficit, but you're optimizing your hormones because you're systematically increasing the calories. That's when you should do it, when you reach a very heavy plateau that you can't break. Or I recommend if you diet down to a very low body fat. So if you diet to lower than 8-7% body fat on a very low calorie deficit, on a very low calorie intake, sorry. And now you've done with your diet, you're done, and now you want to bulk up. What I recommend at this stage is to just do a reverse diet, because if you go from, let's say, 1200 calories to now bulking, you go to 2500 calories, you are gonna rebound tremendously, guys. I know this because I've done this mistake. I've done this. I've dieted down to very low body fats, and then I started bulking right away, eating whatever I wanted, how much I wanted, and I put on so much fat in such a small amount of time. I put on 30 pounds in 2 months. And it wasn't all fat, it was a lot of water weight too, but it was a lot of fat. So that's a mistake I don't want you guys to make. If you're on a low calorie intake, you feel your hormones are fucked up because you're at a low calorie intake and a low body fat, then you should reverse diet before you bulk. So you end your cut and you start reverse dieting for about 8 weeks, right? 8 to 10 weeks, depends how long it takes you to the calorie intake you want to have when you start your bulk. So you increase it by about 150 to about 200 calories every single week. So on a weekly basis, you increase it by 150 to 200 calories. and you should be fine. Then when you reach your bulking calories, your hormones are going to be optimized to put on muscle. You're not going to put on much fat. You're still going to be ripped. And that's going to be real beneficial. You're going to put on more muscle mass that way, because when you are leaner, your body is in a more optimal phase to build muscle. When you have more fat, you're going to put on more fat and less muscle. So it's better to bulk leaner. So you should definitely reverse diet after a severe cut before you start bulking. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope this video helped you out. Don't forget to like, comment, and definitely subscribe. Helps me out tremendously. Peace out.